Taiwan military is testing a new short-range anti-ship missile developed by the National Chung-Shan Institute of Science and Technology, NCSIST. It is reported NCSIST said the research and test vessel, Gloria Star, is effectively shortening the time needed for the institute to develop naval weapon systems. Since being commissioned in May this year, the Gloria Star has been used frequently, the news outlet reported. The military official confirmed the Gloria Star had been testing a new short-range anti-ship missile developed by NCSIST. The official added the new missile is smaller and lighter than the Changfeng 2, but its firing range is as good. After the new missile passes its operational test and evaluation and enters production, it will be deployed aboard warships to enhance combat capabilities, it is reported. The Japanese government has completed the $146 million purchase of an uninhabited Mageshima island it plans to develop into a training base for Japanese and U.S. military aircraft. Mageshima is part of the Osumi Islands and hosted an important airfield for the Japanese military when defending Okinawa in the closing stages of World War II. Its planned development reflects Tokyo's revised security doctrine and determination to protect the scattered islands off its most southern prefecture. The Japanese government has been seeking a suitable location for a training facility since it agreed 8 years ago to provide U.S. forces based in Japan a new site for landing practices. U.S. aircraft are not currently allowed to carry out flight practices at bases on mainland Japan due to noise pollution constraints. Instead, aircraft from the U.S. Air Base at Iwakuni in central Japan must fly about 1,400 kilometers south to Iwatu, better known as Iwajima. Mageshima is only 400 kilometers from Iwakuni, making it an ideal site. As soon as the transaction is finalized, the Japanese government plans to build infrastructure for the self-defense forces on the island, to be shared with U.S. forces. Tokyo also plans to transfer some of the U.S. troops stationed in Okinawa to the island to reduce the burden on local residents aggrieved by U.S. military presence. North Korea fired 2 short-range projectiles, likely from a super-large multiple rocket launcher, South Korea's military said, adding to tensions 3 days after the North said its troops conducted artillery drills near its disputed sea boundary with South Korea. Major General Jeon Dong-jin, a senior operations officer at the Joint Chiefs of Staff of South Korea, said the projectiles flew about 380 kilometers at a maximum altitude of 97 kilometers. He said South Korean and U.S. intelligence authorities were continuing to analyze the details. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe condemned the launches as a serious challenge to both Japan and the international community, even though the projectiles did not land inside Japanese territorial waters. He said his government will do its utmost to protect the lives and assets of Japanese people. Recently, North Korea said leader Kim visited a frontline outlet and ordered artillery troops there to practice firing near the sea boundary, the scene of several bloody naval clashes between the Koreas in past years. South Korea protested the drills, saying they violated an agreement last year aimed at lowering military animosity.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the channel and want to support, please support on Patreon or PayPal. The details are given below in the description.